Today we are going to make a list, an epic ultimate spring cleaning list. I need to reorganize this. I don't want to step out of the way and show you our laundry room. Building out some floating shelves. These are the ranunculus corms. I also am gonna try, just needs a little bit of paint, a new cushion. My plan is to make a tool, kind of like a tool caddy. We definitely, for sure, need to figure something out here. Hey guys, Charlani here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we are going to make a list, an epic, ultimate spring cleaning list. So I'm gonna walk around the house. I'm gonna take you along with me. Please don't judge me for what you are about to see. Our house is pretty messy right now. I'm coming off a huge room renovation. Well, not renovation, makeover. I don't know, is renovation, makeover the same thing? I don't know, we have questions. Anyways, we made over our master bedroom, which meant that those 3 weeks, things just got put wherever I had space to put them. Our laundry room is a mess. This office became a dump all. Our guest room, we couldn't even have somebody come stay in there right now. I have stuff everywhere. So what I'm gonna do today, my one goal today is to break it all down into one big list. We're gonna go room by room. We're even gonna head outside because gardening season is coming up. I've got about 30 days before I need to get dahlia tubers in the ground. So we've got some planning and cleaning that we're gonna need to do outside. And you know, I'm gonna take you along every step of the way as we get through this spring cleaning season. So I'm gonna grab a notebook. We got blank pieces of paper and we're just gonna go ahead and write everything down. We'll prioritize it on another day because I'm probably gonna add to it over the next little bit. So today, let's go, let's write everything down and let's get one main master list. Since we're in the office, let's just start in the office. And I kind of feel like I'm letting you into my soul here because, I mean, we've got pictures that I haven't used, some pictures I need to actually return. So for my birthday, which was last week, Rob got me some umbrella lighting type things. So it came with 4. I only have 1. I started right here to put the other one together and then was like, I don't have room for these to just sit around. So we've got all of these right here. I need to find a home for that. There's a lot of things in this office that I need to revamp since we redid it. I've added a lot of different things to it and I need to just reorganize these shelves, just kind of rethink how I want this space to function because right now it's just not working for me. This is another gift that Rob got me for my birthday. It's a microphone like this. This one I have used for the last couple of years. It was really inexpensive. I think it was one of the least expensive microphones that I got at Target. So this one is a little bit better. This one is starting to have moments of crackling, which we can deal with that. So I have a new one of that. I have to set that up and figure out where that's gonna go. And then I have, and this is so exciting, but I have all of my shopping list notepads here. Now here is something that I am considering before I actually put these on the Etsy website. It's a shopping list / grocery list, right? It's what I use. I don't use this with a magnet. Tell me, would you prefer a magnet on there? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, I have stock, and this is very exciting because I feel like this is the first phase of what is to come, and I'm very excited about it. And finding a vendor that I absolutely love to work with, that was just absolutely winning. Another thing I'm working on is getting our weekly planner pages onto my Etsy shop. I have to tweak this up because for some reason, and I can't figure out why it's doing that. I don't know why it's cutting it off, and it does it on all of them. And I have a feeling I know why, and I'm bummed because I'm gonna have to recreate this probably in something other than Canva, but we're gonna figure that out. Something we're working on. Something that I'm thinking about in here is maybe making my own ledge, or figuring out if I could buy something that has a thicker ledge there with maybe a lip on top, so that I can put all of our pictures up here, like all of the ones that are right there. I have some in our guest room. If I could get them up off the floor and just utilize that space, not to mention that I love the way pictures look stacked on each other, like all of this stuff is stacked here. But if I'm able to find something that's thick enough to fit several thicker frames, like this frame right here is so thick that it would have taken up like all the space in that ledge, because I think it's like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. If I could find one that's like 6 inches that has that lip, I'm thinking that might be something that we put on that wall right there. Now, when we did this office makeover, I had said that we were gonna take this desk and put it in Rob's studio, and we were gonna bring his desk down here for me. We're just gonna switch them out. And then his desk is it's like counter height, so I could stand and do different projects. However, now that I have gotten into just sewing and I love it, like I love making pillow covers, this is the perfect desk for sewing. It has a really long, large, surface area. So really good for the material. My sewing machine fits right there. So we're gonna keep this in here for now. Perfect segue into this area. Here is where my sewing machine has been living. So we're gonna get her out of here. I'm gonna need to find a place in our office, or in my office, where I'm gonna have a place in a home for her to live, and all of this stuff right here. I have a bunch of material that I can't wait to sew pillow covers with, but it's just another project and another thing, and I've kind of added this to my life, which means that I have to find a place for it. I have all my zippers here, like, it's a thing, and I love it, and I'm so excited about it, but I have to find a home for it that is not in here in our dining room. Something else to do is we need this coat rack, just needs to be decluttered. Now that spring is here, I've got the things that I walk Kai with. I need to reorganize this because some of this stuff I don't even use anymore. I prefer certain bags, and I don't even wear a lot of what is here. So again, just things that I need to take time to de-junk and declutter. Another thing that we need to do is we need to pick up all of Kai's toys and not just pick them up, but they definitely need washing. So that is something that we definitely need to add as well. Moving on to our guest room. This absolutely becomes the dump all. We don't have guests very often, so I know that I can put things in here and they'll be out of sight, out of mind, which is not good because I did forget that I had some of this stuff in here. Anyways, we need to declutter all of this, kind of get things resituated. I still have curtains. I had to buy packs of the curtains that I used for the bedroom makeover. I have some extras here, which I want to put curtains in our living room, but I've got boxes in here. We've got extra curtain rods in here. So this also, you can see that some of the books are falling. I need to rejudge this because obviously things are missing in certain areas because I'll pull from it and then I'll like it better where I put it. And now this is an empty hole, but we don't need to buy anything for it. I have plenty of stuff. I just need to do it. This came from our bedroom. A few of these came from our bedroom. And then, oh man, some of this is from our office renovation, but I do want to redo, and I'm gonna just step back. I don't wanna pull that away. I'm sure you guys can just looking at that, you'll know what the other side looks like. It's very similar. But I do want to do something completely different in this closet. And this is a project that will come, but I want to kind of build it out myself. Maybe put a desk in there. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, this is just another room that needs to kind of be gutted and redone. But we do love the floating shelves. Remember that project? That was so much fun. It's a little bit messy right now, but we'll fix that up too. Your home is always ever evolving, ever changing, and that's the way it should be. It always feels good to freshen up areas. And like I said, I like to go in and pull things from areas and put them into new areas. This has just kind of become a throw-all for books and just things that I haven't been using. I'll just shove them in here so that it's not a blank space. But this area is not as cohesive as I would like it. So that is also something that we need to work on. Over here, hi buddy. Over here, I did get this antiqued music book. It is old, it is very fragile, and I love the way this looked. When I was sharing, when I got this vase right here, it was something that I had thought of. And yeah, Etsy, love. You can find so many things on Etsy. Our living room, for the most part, is pretty much done. Love the mantle. That is something that I'm gonna live with this for quite some time because I do. Love, love, love. Not sure about this area. We'll figure that kind of out as we go, but I don't not like it. I kind of love it. We've got the fireplace area is good to go. Besides obvious dusting and cleaning, this area is pretty much set. Now this area, love all of our coffee table decor, but this changes all the time just because I think it's so fun to decorate coffee tables, so we do that. The one thing that is gonna change in here, obviously, I've just been making pillows and throwing them on here, so this is not a cohesive look. I was just trying new things, but this is organic cotton. It is so soft, but it's so pretty. But these are just more pillows that I need to kind of work on, and I showed you I have lots of fabric, so we just need to do it. Eventually we will get new couches, but right now they're working just fine. I am so afraid to take these covers off and wash them. They need a really good washing. The cushions need to be aired out. But I am afraid that if I put them in the washer, that the fabric is gonna split. And then what do? These are not flippable. The other side is just bare, so you can't even flip the cushion around if something were to happen to the one side. So something to consider, but down the road. That is definitely not something that is on the priority list. The pillows, however, are. And these are just little things that I know I want to get done. The feet on this chair right here. If we were to paint them black or really dark, like these feet here, it would be a little bit more cohesive because we don't have any wood. That is that kind of the blonder type. So that is something that's going to go on the list. Again, when I take things from one area and put them and use them in another, that kind of leaves blank areas, but fun because it's just another space that we get to decorate. So we took the two lamps, one was here and one was here. I brought another lamp out just to put here, but now that those lamps are gone, I need to figure out exactly what I want to do on that side table and this side table here. I'm also thinking about building out some floating shelves right above in this area right here, stain them the same color as our mantle, and I think that would look really cool. This cabinet right here, actually it's catty-cornered in there, but it fits perfectly straight on in that space, like literally wall to wall. It has maybe 1/4 of an inch left over. So that would actually fit down in there perfect. And then if we were to do some bookcases, or not bookcases, but bookshelves in there, like floating shelves, and maybe have them be the same color as that, a little bit darker than what the fireplace is, I think that would look really cool. So something to consider for sure. Again, we've got toys everywhere. Toys everywhere, Kai. They are literally everywhere. He is definitely a toy dog. He loves toys. So this area, I've been taking stuff from it. We need to add some things back, make it a little bit more cohesive. The kitchen needs cleaning. Now, I have to laugh because whenever I clean the kitchen, I always say that I want to de-junk or declutter this area. But whenever I do it, let's turn the lights on. Whenever I actually do it, I always end up putting everything right back where it was. I personally have stuff everywhere. Granted, I do need to do those dishes, which that'll get done today, but we've got this area over here. So these are all of our morning things, our supplements. I'm kind of feeling like it would be better to have all of this over there near the refrigerator where we get our oat milk. The water is over there, the ice, all of those things. So in time, we might switch that up for sure. Now we've got the pantry, and this for the most part is pretty much the way it's going to be. What I do need to do is I've got to stock up on diced tomatoes, more tomato sauce, tomato paste, like the big packs that I get at Costco. We need to fill that area up. But everything else really is just kind of the way that it is. So this is one less thing. We just recently did this, so it's still in pretty good condition. Now, I am not a decanter. I have tried that in the past. I would prefer just to keep the boxes because I'm very picky with how, like, expiration dates and how long we've had things. Now I do decant things like this that you can buy in stores in bulk, which is a lot of the times what I do, but I also love baking, so I kind of go through all of these things and I make sure that I kind of go down all the way to the bottom or really close to the bottom before I fill that up again. Or what I'll do is I'll take out what's in there, add the new stuff in, and then add that back on top. So deep clean all the things. That's definitely gonna go on the list for sure. This, you can see I started redoing this cabinet right here. We had to stop and kind of rethink it because I wasn't loving how that was coming out. I think I'm going to end up stripping it completely, and so that means that this has become a totally different project, way more time intensive. So I've got to actually plan and schedule for that, and now is not the time to do that. So I ended up just throwing everything back on here, but maybe, you know, we could at least declutter this area, put some of what's up here down underneath until I can get to that. Same like the front door, we need to kind of reimagine this coat rack because it's kind of a mess. Now this table right here, this is something that I just talked to Rob about the other day because we refinished this countertop. It needs to be dusted and polished and it's beautiful, but it's a little bit too dark for me. So I'm thinking that I might re-sand it, re-situate. I'm giving it thought. I'm still obviously living with it, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do exactly, like what color I want to be here, because I do think that this is too dark. Rob and I had a whole lot of fun with a blowtorch and a really dark stain. We did that to these right here, and you can see, I mean, it's just such a beautiful contrast there. But anyways, I'm thinking that that's kind of something that I want to do here. Okay, I don't want to step out of the way and show you our laundry room, but listen, this is reality for us. I have beautiful areas within our home for sure. When I clean things and organize things up, they look amazing. When I take a full day just to kind of declutter and put things where they belong, our house is awesome and I love it. But there are times like right now where I do feel anxious, by the way. This isn't like this is how our home always is, but this is just the situation that I find myself in. And we've got some cleaning and some reorganizing that we absolutely need to do. So we've made over and cleaned out and dejunked and organized this laundry room several times on here on my channel. And I feel like it's reverted right back to the disorganized, chaotic mess that it is. But I have plans in here. This is reality. So we've got dog food that needs to be put in here. We've got toilet paper that we've just been pulling right out of that bag. I just gave Kai a bath yesterday, so we've got towels that need to be washed. I've got all of our paper towels from Costco that need to go down underneath in here, but can't even get to that because the table's here. The table is here and it is filled with things that need to be put away, put back. All of this bedding goes into our guest room that my son stays in when he comes. So that needs to be washed and no, those are clean. The bed just needs to be made. But I didn't want to go upstairs and make the bed, so I just threw it all here. That's been there for like 3 weeks now. And again, I've been pulling things out and it just has become the dump all for everything. Rob came back from California super sick and we have a bunch of medicine out. You guys, Now, here's the exciting part about all of this. Here's what's super fun about this area. I have ideas for in here. I have some things that I've been thinking about, and I'm thinking a little bit of a remodel slash makeover is gonna happen in here. I don't know when. It's something that, number one, I have to find the vision. You guys know I am big into vision boards and finding a photo or some kind of a picture for inspiration so that I can keep myself on track, but I have ideas. One is to put a floating shelf right here. I had actually truly considered if I wanted to redo this whole area right here, like rip it out completely, because what I do want though is I want to build out kind of like an encase our washer and dryer. I have checked washer and dryers, these are standard sizes. So as long as I build something that can enclose this area and just, make it a little bit prettier, we can have a nice countertop on top of that. There is nothing wrong with these cabinets right here, so those will stay. Maybe we'll paint them. I don't know. Depends on what the vibe is that I want in here, but I'm thinking maybe we can do tile. We can just zhuzh this area up because I feel like it needs it. I just think this is so weird, but I also am thinking, do I really want to break something out just to put something similar back? So probably not, but we're gonna see. I definitely want to change that faucet because it's awful. Worst faucet in the history of faucets. So we don't even use this sink, obviously. I think we've used that sink a handful of times, but we never use it. So we need to make it more of a functional area. My cordless shark that I've had for probably 20 years has finally died. It is charged and it doesn't stay charged. I don't know what that situation is. So we need to take that down, possibly get something else, but then I'm gonna have to repair the wall because that's situated in there with anchors and all the things. I would love to build something where we can enclose all of these types of things. And then obviously I've got our ironing stuff here that I use for our pillow covers. They just need to go right back up there. This is another area that I'm really thinking that I would like to just kind of go through and make that organization and storage prettier. So we'll figure it out. Obviously we have to paint in here too. Not sure if I want to do paint or wallpaper. Maybe just one side wallpaper. I don't know. Let's think about that. This is our fridge that we have lots of our drinks in here. So this is something that will stay. So I'm thinking of maybe we can build something out here too and just make it a little bit prettier so that when you come in here, it's not just this big black thing. We took the handle. This handle, we took it off of this. So we just have to open the freezer that way. But we took it off because every time Rob would grab something from here, he'd come up and he'd hit his head on the bottom of that handle. So this is actually fixable. I just need to plug that and then we can get the paint that matches this. I just haven't done it yet. So again, something to put on the list. Laundry room, definitely going on the list. And this will be something that we clean out very soon. I am still absolutely in love with this bedroom. This makeover, definitely one of my favorites. There are some things we're still working on. That picture won't stay there. I just wanted to put it there for scale. So I do want to get a picture for there, and I want to get pictures for here too. Again, these won't stay here. Maybe this one and this one. I kind of like that. But I am thinking that we do need to get something different for that size and maybe even a little bit taller for right here. I'm kind of thinking this vibe of picture I think would look really good on those sides. Our last video was redoing this picture ledge, and the more I've lived with it, the more I love it. So we're gonna keep that exactly like that for a while because I think it looks great. I got some roses right here and they just, oh, love. I have showed you this bathroom, so we don't need to go into detail about this, but we absolutely need to deep clean. I need to take everything out from back here. I need to scrub the tub, scrub everything, scrub our shower, get everything nice and shiny clean, wash the windows, but this is definitely a space that I want to tackle with new lights, new mirrors, things over the next several months. This I also showed you so we won't spend a ton of time in here, but this needs to be dejunked. And now that I have the dressers in our bedroom, we can absolutely just declutter a lot of the things that are in here. Also, I have so many pieces of clothing that I do not wear and will probably never wear again. I need to just go through it all and throw things away that I know I'm not gonna use. A lot of our luggage too, by the way, we won't use those anymore. I don't know why, I kind of feel like I don't wanna get rid of them. Like this one right here, we've had forever. But it's awful to carry on, it's heavy, and the wheels are not the spinner ones. Once you have had a suitcase that has the spinner wheels on them, you'll never want stationary wheels again. Rob's side is actually, his side's pretty much always neat and clean. However, he does need to go in there and de-junk his stuff too. Now this closet, we've got towels in the wash right now. I need to actually put them in the dryer, but then this will be packed because I just washed a bunch of towels. But this needs to be reorganized. I can't reach up there, it's way too tall. When I stand up here, I can only get that far, which is why towels end up looking like that when I'm trying to get stuff up there. So that needs to obviously, we need to take it all out, put it all back. And believe it or not, this area is actually pretty organized. I just have more things in here that have accumulated, which means I need to go back in and I need to kind of look through the things that I'll keep. I will start a hair product bin to give away to friends and family. So there are things in here that I kind of need to figure out, but the organization part of it, everything is where it's gonna go. I just need to declutter it because there's a lot of stuff in here. And even things like that just needs to be set up right. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, we'll figure that out. But this is another area that we need to tackle. This is another example of a drawer that is actually pretty well organized. I just have a lot of stuff that I don't need. Like, I really don't need this many rubber bands. I ordered these coil rubber bands, which I don't love. I'm probably gonna return those, to be honest, because they're not my favorite. But I don't need as many of the clips that I have in here. So again, these are the types of things that we have great organization in here. I just have too much to fit in the space. So I need to contain. So whatever I want to keep, I need to make sure fits within this storage unit. So we got to get rid of some of the things. If you remember the nail drawer, this works perfectly. It is my favorite. It gives me so much happiness just to come in here and take a peek at the organization of it. I love that whole situation. We do have a video here on the channel of when I redid this, but this was one of my favorite organizations because this was a huge disaster. And I'm proud to say that months and months later, we're still organized. The rest of the stuff, however, we can definitely do better. This is our upstairs area, and something that we will definitely tackle is cleaning this gym. And I mean deep cleaning it. Like, we need to steam clean the floors, the mats, all of that. So this is definitely something that'll be on the list. And then in here is the bedroom that we redid. So you can see, I just need to make that bed. There's pillows thrown there. Do you remember that desk? Oh, so gorgeous. I have some jeans and pants for Robbie for the next time he comes, but that's here. We've got this area in here. Oh, love, love, love. And then this is the Jack and Jill. Remember, we did this too. This is the countertop that we epoxied, which has still held up beautifully. So happy I did that. We do have our closet with all of the things, all of my happy things. Christmas, Easter. So here's the deal. I'm thinking I'm probably, I don't know, I'm not feeling Easter decor. I'm just kind of not. However, my sister, in fact, let's go ahead and pull him out. My sister bought me this guy right here, and he is adorable. We'll definitely bring him out. But I do have more to put in here. I totally had forgotten about all this stuff that was on the front patio. So I do have a few things that need to just kind of be put right back in here. But that's definitely gonna be an easy fix. And that's some of the clutter that is in my office. We just need to get it back up here. The cutest. All right, we're gonna do a really quick tour outside. It shouldn't take us very long at all. I will do a much more in-depth, this is what we're starting with, the before, if you will, because it's pretty messy out there. And just remember, we had ice, we had some snow this year, so there are some dead things out there. We had a hurricane type winds the other night, so some things are knocked down out there, but we're gonna end up replacing a lot of the stuff that's back here. So you'll see what we kind of are gonna have to start with. And outside this year is gonna be kind of a big project. Oh my gosh, before we go outside, let me show you. Okay, so we have some seeds. These are the ranunculus corms. I also am gonna try some dahlia seeds. We'll have to see, but I also I splurged. I ordered from Eden Brothers. We've got some tubers. I'll put a picture up of what these look like, but oh, I'm so excited. So you guys, we're definitely going to attempt to do our flower garden again this year, but when we go out there, I'll show you kind of what the plans are. Okay, so first things first, the floor. We definitely need to sweep out here. We'll probably pressure wash out here again because that's just fun. But we've got lots of herb garden planting we're gonna do. Obviously, this whole area needs to be dejunked and cleaned up. I cannot wait to get all of our warmer weather, hang out by the pool and just chill and relax out here. I cannot wait to clean up this area because it is, especially in the mornings, it's one of my favorite places to be. I just grab my planner, I do my visualization, reading, journaling, all of that right here. So yeah, but this is not conducive to doing that happily at all. This is a mess. The other thing is, this is our hibachi grill. We definitely, this is a huge project and will probably take a couple of days because unfortunately this is not waterproof. It is water resistant, but it's not waterproof. I think that's the way you say that. Because some of this plastic actually did leak through, so it's a little bit rusty underneath there. So that's gonna be something that we're going to tackle. I need to sew a cover and replace this top right here because that is obviously in the elements. You can see rain just beats right down on it. But other than that, I mean, it's sturdy, just needs a little bit of paint, a new cushion, maybe something that is waterproof, and that'll be a cute little thing. I don't have any idea why that's out here, to be honest. That should go in our garage. We've got this table right here that I would like to paint this year, spray paint that, because it really needs it. When we had that ice storm, this thing, all this water was an ice cube. It was crazy. Obviously, we need to just dump that, or we should have turned it over, but too late now. Now, what we do is we just take buckets of that and we water things around. So that's what that's all about. That will be taken care of too. This is our sad area here. It's gonna be fun to plant up a lot of that stuff. Obviously, the banana tree did not make it. That was at one point covered, but the freeze knocked everything down. So that, yeah, that's a goner. And just everything back here, what I'm gonna do is take a snapshot of this and I'm gonna take it to our local gardening center and I'm gonna say, what do you recommend? Because I want it to be bushwhacked. Like, I don't wanna see that fence at all. I want it to be like a real, like, haven back here, right? And I don't like to see that fence. The waterfall there, the pool is definitely still recovering from winter. So we will obviously, we'll get all of that cleaned out. This is actually Rob's domain right here, this pool. So this is something that he'll come out and tackle soon because it's gonna start getting warmer for sure. And you can see that guy back there, this is what he does. So a lot of what we have back here, it's gotta be sturdy, it's gotta be tough, because he knocks everything over and he just bulls his way through. And usually what happens is a rabbit will run across and he will chase it. It's this guy, but we love him. We wouldn't trade him in for the world. All right, so we've got more things back here. This is another area. We've got planters back here that Rob will plant tomatoes, potatoes, all kinds of things back here. We've got a couple of orange trees back there. So yeah, but oh, look how pretty this looks. Things are coming to life. Oh, when this is blooming, it is gorgeous. Now, all I can say about our garage is that we'll tackle it. And like I said in other areas, we've got the organization pretty much down, but we need to sweep out, clean out. We have furniture in here that I need to figure out what to do with. We're either gonna donate it or my daughter's gonna take it. We haven't quite decided yet, but I'm mad at myself that I didn't already cover these because now they're dusty, but it is what it is. I do have these 2 pallets. My plan is to make a tool, kind of like a tool caddy. I saw it on Pinterest and I thought it was amazing. So I think we're still going to be able to do that. So project upcoming. If you can hear Kai, he's super mad I'm not letting him back here. He loves coming back here. I don't know why, but anyways, this is our failed flower garden. However, I have high hopes this year because number one, I'm really hoping that we're not gonna let little critters live back here like we did last year. Rob and I found the cutest little bunny, and Kai actually caught her and then released her and she was fine, but I let her continue to nest here, which was kind of not a great idea for sure. What we're gonna do, I still have some tubers in here. I need to pull them up, and I'm gonna do that sooner rather than later because I need to make sure I know what is viable, and then we'll replant the tubers that I did have, or the new tubers that I got. We'll go ahead and figure out how to plant it. But you guys, I had such a game plan for everything that we had going on back here. It was going to be absolutely beautiful. And then it got so hot. We're gonna have to figure out the watering system because it just wasn't enough for how hot it got back here. So we're gonna redo that. We're also going to make this bed right here rabbit proof. I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do it because I want it to be pretty, but I also want it to be functional. So I'm thinking maybe chicken wire. Well, I'll pop in some ideas I have of what we're gonna do back here, but we definitely for sure need to figure something out here. But yeah, we're gonna replant all of this stuff back here. I had a whole bunch of annuals in here and those looked really pretty. All of these are blackberries, so those will stay, I think. We'll have to see what Rob wants to do with it. He also has kiwi in there. So, but with the rabbits and the birds, none of this did well last year. It was also record hot back here. So again, a lot of this stuff just didn't even have a chance. All right, guys, we have a ton to do, obviously. You saw kind of the state of a lot of our areas, so I now have a list that I can work off, and I'm so excited about it. I feel so much better that this is done. It's simply just a regular notebook, and this is how I like to do my spring cleaning dump. I just get everything on paper, and now I have one spot to come to. So when I'm ready to start checking things off my list, it's all in one area. So I can come back to it. I have no doubt that I will be adding to this list over the next week or so, but when I'm ready to start checking things off the list, I'm able to come here, reference what I have here, prioritize what I want to get done first, and it just makes it so much easier to kind of stay on track and not let things kind of, you know, slip through the cracks, if you will. So what you can do, I'm hoping that this is gonna motivate you to do something similar. Just do a quick brain dump of the things around your house that you need to get done or that you wanna get done. Because then when you're ready to tackle it, you'll have one place where you can go and kind of prioritize what you think you wanna do first. All right, guys, thanks so much for spending this time with me. I appreciate you very much. If you yourself have any tasks that you know you need to tackle for accountability, put it down below in the comments. Let's keep each other accountable for all the things that we have to get done, because man, I don't know about you, but my list is a doozy. All right, guys, all the cleaning and organization videos coming up soon. So if you've not hit that subscribe button, please do. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I'm gonna try to post 2 to 3 times a week, and we got a lot to do. We got a lot of things that we need to knock off this list. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.